It is officially January of 2025. And in this video, I want to go through like a digital sketchbook tour. I drew a good amount on my tablet, but yeah, in this video, I want to show you what I created and what I want to improve on, what I want to help you out with on this YouTube channel. I feel like last year I didn't create as much as I wanted to. And so this year, my goal is to create more illustrations and share the progress with you on this YouTube channel. And this is the current drawing I'm working on of my character Eris, and I have about 20 or so images to go through in my like digital sketchbook for the past year or so, and just show you how I'm improving, how you can get better as well. But yeah, let's just get started. So yeah, I have about 20 pieces. This isn't everything I drew last year, but some of my finished work I did last year involving my own original characters and some sketches here and there. But to start off here, I have my illustration of my three main characters, Eris, Aemon, and Avi. These are all siblings, and the story I want to tell involves these three siblings. And so, yeah, this was a fun illustration to create. Last year, I definitely wanted to try and get better at painting. And so you'll see that in a lot of these sketches, a lot of these illustrations, that I'm definitely trying to get better at painting backgrounds and drawing backgrounds. And this one specifically, I like the texture that I was able to convey. I like how I was able to convey light and shadow. And this year, I want to just improve on my character design and rendering of my characters. So I'm definitely studying painting and getting better at painting. So yeah, this was fun to do. This is probably early 2024, but yeah, on to the next one. So this piece was fun to do. A couple of characters that I created from a short story that I wrote. Didn't necessarily finish it, but I pretty much was 90% done with it. So I don't know why I didn't just finish it. I'll probably have to go back sometime this year and actually finish writing that story. And now that I'm looking at these characters, I'm like, oh, this is disgusting, man. I don't even like these character designs no more. So I want to go back and maybe redesign these characters this year. Finish that story that I wrote. And here's another illustration I did last year of my character Eris running through this grassland with a pack of wolves. I say a pack of wolves, but I could have challenged myself and drew. I could have drew like an actual pack of wolves instead of two wolves. So yeah, this piece is called "Running with the Pack," but is a pack considered more than two wolves, or just two wolves? I don't know. Uh, what I really like about this piece is me challenging myself again to paint backgrounds, along with illustrating my characters in line art. I probably could have did better with rendering the grassland, but did my best. And yeah, this year I definitely just want to get better at that. Here's another finished illustration that I did of my character Omari. And the story for this piece, that's what I want to get better at this year, is telling stories through my illustrations, through my artwork. Getting better at the narratives in my pieces. One thing I like about this is, again, the painted background. I'm doing my best to paint the backgrounds, and I enjoyed that. This is more of like a monotone kind of vibe to it. So this was fun. Maybe you can try and guess what the story is about. But basically, it's just Omari bounty hunting in a city, some type of medieval city. So this next one is his actual character design sheet I created for him. If you watch some of my recent videos, you've seen that I changed his design. But this was his design, maybe early 2024. I like this character design sheet. Have some cool poses of him in action and some of his facial expressions. So that's pretty fun. If you want to learn how to do this yourself, let me know. I'll show you how I do it. And yeah, overall, this is a cool design. I just felt like I could get more expressive with it, maybe a little bit more iconic, I guess is the word for this character design. I got rid of his old, this old like leather armor and replace it with some other stuff. You'll see it in a little bit, but yeah, this is a fun character design to work on, and I can definitely see myself improving just by practicing drawing clothing and practicing drawing armor and stuff like that. But yeah, this year I'm getting better at character design and telling stories in my illustrations. So this is another character design sheet for my character Fang. I definitely can improve upon this and get better, but I like it. I want to try going for more of a semi-realistic kind of look to these pieces and my artwork. And so that's my character design sheet for Fang. Maybe I'll go back and redesign her. Here's another illustration. This is for my story, the Diamond Odyssey story that I'm telling. Again, character design could be better. That wasn't really the main thing for this illustration. It was really like trying to create a title image for the series, and I think I did it well. Obviously, I feel like I can do better, but overall, I give this a good 6 out of 10. Nice little 6 out of 10. But on to the next one. This one is probably my worst piece that I drew. I feel like it was all over the place, but that's what you got to do really, is just try stuff. You just got to draw and practice. I was really trying to figure out how to render like the shadow of light shining through the leaves of a tree, right? And I think I did okay, but especially on the character, that was kind of awkward for me. And his design, this is my character Eris. His design is a lot different now, and I was trying to figure out how to incorporate painting with my line art, and it's still kind of a struggle, still trying to figure that out. But I think the best part about this piece is the background. The least important part of the piece is the most enjoyable to me. I think I did okay. I like how I blurred it out, and I like how I rendered the clouds. So this is a solid 3 out of 10. This one is a painting practice of my character Eamon, and all I'll say about this is I tried. All right. Here's Saber and Fang again. A sketch. So not a finished piece, just a sketch I created. And yeah, just having fun. A sketch of a character. Here's some more sketches of Eris. I was thinking about creating a character design sheet for him, and that's why I probably started with the poses that night or so, and I was really getting warmed up, but then I started getting tired, drew a boring pose, and then drew this terrible face. So on to the next one. Here is me planning for an illustration I never actually did. A interaction between my character Eamon and Avi as maybe kids, younger kids, reading or studying in the library and like getting distracted. And so this was a fun concept I just never finished, and maybe I can explore this more. Like I said, I want to create more narrative driven illustrations that tell stories, and this was going to be a fun illustration to do. I just never actually went through the process of finishing it, and so yeah, I'll have to probably explore that a little bit more this year and maybe go back to this specific illustration to finish it. But I definitely want to create more finished illustrations this year and not stop halfway through the process of creating one. So this is a 0 out of 10 because I didn't even finish the illustration. So all right, here is a more painterly piece I created of my character Eamon, and I like it. I give this an 8 out of 10 because I explored more painting. I I explored painting a lot more. I like the abstract shapes that I created in the background. I really want to implement more of that in my pieces. And overall, I give it an 8 out of 10 because I could have did a better job of rendering it and cleaning it up. I do like a more rough look to my artwork, but I definitely could have did a better job of just cleaning it up a little bit more, spending more time on rendering so that it actually looks like a more polished piece of artwork. But overall, yeah, it's an 8 out of 10. It's a pretty good character design as well. It's pretty much the direction I want to go with their character designs, and I'm happy with this piece overall. This one is trash. I'm not going to talk about it. Moving on. So here was a start of a character design sheet, but never finished it. I can definitely tell my style getting better. Yeah, it's just fun seeing old artwork. You can just see how much better you're getting and see what you can improve on. Like with this, what I would say stands out the most to me is like the facial structure. Let me make a new layer. Yeah, for me, the facial structure is kind of weird. So just got to practice drawing the skull and drawing the head a little bit more, because I don't really like that kind of that shape that I have on this side of the face. So just studying the facial structure, like I said earlier, I want to try and create more of a semi-realistic look to my characters, and so that's something I gotta improve on. But on to the next one. So this is just a character lineup of Omari and Eris, just to get a feel of what they look like standing next to each other. It's funny because I've completely changed their character design, so it is what it is. But yeah, just getting better at character design is one of my goals for 2025. Here's some painting practice. I'm starting to do daily studies of stuff like this, just painting 10 minutes, 30 minutes at a time, and just trying to get better at painting backgrounds. So just like a little cool sketch page I did. Here's a more complete design of Eris, and then maybe his teacher, Inuki. I did a fun little like comic practice as well. I like doing this in my sketchbook, where I draw two characters and I have them speaking to each other in some way. But this is a little bit more closer to the design I like. My idea is to have Eris be from a desert place, and so I want his clothing to reflect that. He is also some type of royalty, a prince, and so I like the gold accents in his design as well. So this was a fun page to do, and definitely got to finalize his character design. I feel like I'm getting there, but we'll see. So after I did that character design sheet, I think I went and actually drew this piece. And like I said, trying to get better at telling a story. This piece is called Eris Training. So his teacher, Inuki, is watching over him as he trains in the desert oasis somewhere in his homeland. So I like how I combine painting plus the line art in this piece, and I just want to get better at doing that. Either do that, like a combination of the two, painting and line art, or just straight up painting. But this is kind of more where my comfort zone is, where I have line art and then I like do painting in the background. So overall, this is probably a 10 out of 10. I think this is my best piece of 2024, or one of my best. This is another attempt at a character design sheet. Nothing special. This is a illustration of Omari. His name used to be Pumari. I like Omari better now. This is a 6 out of 10, just because I didn't really plan the illustration, and that's why I got to do a better job of this year. So this is one of my favorite pieces I did last year. This is in October 8th. I finished it last year. So this is more recent. This is what I envision myself creating more often. And I enjoy it. It feels more like a poster for a movie, or even a a book cover is what I was going for. And I really enjoy this. I like it. Uh, has a sense of adventure, of rivalry. The theme of this was like good versus evil, and you can see how I improved on the character's design. This is Omari, and then this is Eris, and overall, this is fun to do. I think this is my best piece I did last year, and so this is a 10 out of 10. Nice little 10 out of 10. Here are some exploration sketches of Eamon, Eris's brother, and with this reminds me just to continue to use real life reference more than I do other artists' reference. What I've learned is it's good to have inspiration from your favorite artist, but it's better to get reference from real life. And so that's what I'm practicing, getting better at, and that's what I need to do more often. This animal companion, this dog, is based off of a Cape fox, and I imagine that in the story that they're very important. In the story that I'm creating, I don't want to just limit the story to people. I want people to be interacting with all different kinds of stuff, all different kinds of animals. And so I definitely want to get better at even drawing animals this year. Here is a finished illustration of Omari, and you can see how I've improved on his design. I've made it more complete, and I definitely like this better. I could probably improve upon it still, but for now, this is what I've got, and this is what I will be keeping from this point on. What I really like about this design is the tattoo. I just simplified it, gave him a more flame motif, some like arrows going down his arm. Nothing crazy, just super simple, and I enjoy it. Here's some sketches, just exploring some characters, and here's a sketch of Eris. This is when I really started nailing his design down. I like how in his dreadlocks I created like this look of this curly look at the tip of the dreadlock. That's something I've noticed in my own hair, having dreadlocks, and something I wanted to incorporate in my main character's look as well. So yeah, just like referring to life more in my artwork is the main theme for 2025, and just actually finishing the illustration. So a very fun sketch, and him interacting with like this cat animal. Some sketches of Eris, trying to figure out what illustration I can come up with. The reason why I never did anything with these illustrations or these sketches is mainly because I didn't have much of a story to base this on. All I wrote was Eris chilling in modern clothing, and that's fine for like a simple character illustration. But if I want to create more narrative driven illustrations, then I got to come up with a better story than that. And so yeah, just sketching, figuring things out, drawing hands, getting real sketchy with it. So very fun. Late last year, I was really just like trying to practice painting and playing with light and shadow. So this is my character Avi, and I got this reference picture here. I used this reference picture to help me come up with this illustration. And this is more like a study of light and color, but I really enjoyed doing this. So here's a illustration of Eamon. This was fun to do in November of last year. Just trying to figure out how to incorporate line art and painting. This is one of the last pieces I did last year of Omari, and this is definitely one of my favorites. This is a 9 out of 10 just because I could have rendered it a lot more, spent more time on the rendering, and cleaned stuff up. But overall, I liked it. I really enjoy how I actually have a finished character design for him, so I can actually create these types of illustrations without having to worry about the design. That really helped me a lot. Having the finished having the finished character design done, so that I can draw something like this without having to worry about the character design. I can just use my own character design sheet as my reference and create something like this. So very fun. This is more recent. I'm trying to figure out Eris's design. Again, he has a Cape Fox animal companion, and don't like this hairstyle anymore, but yeah, just trying to figure it out. Come up with a character design sheet and help me inform this illustration here. What I like about this so far, I'm currently working on this illustration, and what I like about this is that I am going into a little bit more detail in the design. Have more personal belongings of Eris, like these pendants and stuff, and a little bit more have a more like diamond shaped design going on, and his weaponry and his pendants and stuff like that. And I feel like that's what I want his the diamond insignia around his design is what I want his like homeland insignia to be, his home kingdom to be. And so that's what I want to incorporate more of in his design. And so far I like it. I'm just in the line art process, and I'll color it and finish this up a little bit later this week. But yeah, this is my 2024 sketchbook, digital sketchbook, and this is what I'm working on right now. But yeah, like I said, I just want to get better at telling better stories, narrative driven stories in my illustrations, get better at rendering, get better at character design and painting. But overall, it was a fun year last year. I'm grateful for even waking up today and being able to draw and create, and hopefully I can just share my progress with you all on the YouTube channel. And I thank you all for joining me in this video and joining me on the channel, and I hope to just share my experience and help y'all create your own illustrations and stuff, and tell the stories that are in your own head. Because if you're like me and you have your own characters that you love to draw, you probably have a story in mind that you want to tell alongside those characters. So I hope you will join me for that on this YouTube channel, and hope to help you create your own stories this year. So thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one. Peace, and Happy New Year.